Well, guys, it's all over but the crying. Everything's over with on the tournament here in Florida, Harris Chain. I ended up coming up just a little short. I was 21st. I missed it by 5 ounces making the cut. I'm trying to tell you how I broke down the Harris Chain and what I did here. You know, from my practice, how tough the practice was until how things progressed and changed to the day. And the day was the first day the wind didn't blow 25-30 miles an hour, so it really made a difference in how you could fish, because the wind was laid down a lot, and it just opened up a lot of new water. It cleared the water up a lot. So I kind of changed from fishing back in the backwater creek area like the first day, and I was fishing a frog a good bit and a walking boss by Livingston. That was kind of my two things. I was trying to fish a lot of stuff on top, and then the frog bite kind of died out right away for me the first day of the tournament, and I kind of moved out of the shallow creek areas and kind of got more out onto the lake. The second day I was out there, it really made a difference being close to deep water, because we're here at Harris Chain in mid-May, mid to third week of May. So most info you research on the Harris Chain of lakes is going to be January, February, March, because that's when everybody fishes Florida lakes. But Florida lakes are actually, I think, better in May and June than they are in the winter months, because the fish are going crazy feeding, chasing shad, and they're really great lakes. Every time we've ever fished any Florida lake in May, June, it's been great. So top water is my favorite thing to do, and it's most people's favorite because it's the most fun way to catch fish. So top water is what I targeted. You know, I started out with my Livingston walking boss, and every time I'm fishing anywhere in Florida, chrome black is my favorite color. That chrome is just a good color in this Florida tannic type water, and it just has a good flash to it. It's good in the sunshine. It's good about anytime, anywhere. So I throw that walking boss. The walking boss is the easiest bait to walk the dog with, better than any spook type bait. It's designed specifically to be easy to walk, and to cast far, because it's got the sound technology, the chip and the battery in this bait that has the shad sound in it, which helps fish eat the bait better. Even when you pause it, they'll come back and get it when it's just sitting still, because it sounds like a dying shad sitting there on the surface fluttering. So that's what I love so much about it. But you can cast it a mile, and being good with top water, you need to be able to cast it a long way. So the equipment's real important. Real quick, my equipment is the 7.4 big top water rod. It's my Randy Howell signature Daiwa Tatula Elite rod, big top water, 7.4 medium heavy. Got a slightly shorter handle on it, so you can make long casts and hold it close to your body when you're working the bait like this, without that being way up under your elbow here. That's what I like. That's why we designed it that way. The Tatula Elite long cast reel. This reel is made to cast baits a long ways, the longest casting reel on the market. And 50-pound Daiwa J braid or 55-pound Daiwa Samurai braid. That's the two braids I use on my top water. So I cover a lot of water with it. I stay out. I look for that water and anywhere on the Lowrance Sea map, it'll show you, on most of your mapping will show you where your deeper contour lines come close to the Kissimmee grass, into curves, bends, points, stuff like that. So I started this morning kind of searching for that, and I found a brand new area I never even fished before, and pulled in there with a walking boss right on this corner of this point, and boom, I catch a 3.5 pounder. That gets my day started good.
Oh, see that skinny? He looks huge, but he's skinny. 3 pounder. Happy with that.
And then, you know, keep on moving along, and all of a sudden 1 or 2 fish chase bait up in the grass, in the Kissimmee grass. So I kind of transitioned from the top water, because I need the fish to use plastic, and I changed up to the Yamamoto D Shad, and this is a pink one. I didn't use pink one, but ran totally out of the pearl white. The D Shad has that diamond shaped tail on it, and it's got the same salt and additives like the Cinco has, so it's heavier. It's how to shimmy to it when it falls. You can cast it better on a bait caster, and it just works way better than any soft plastic jerk bait to me, and you can hook fish better on it because it's soft enough to hook them on it. So I throw that just on a single 4/0 HD Daiichi HD X point hook. That's my favorite hook, and that doesn't bend. You can use it on braid, and I throw it on straight braid. Everything you throw in Florida, when you're up in that Kissimmee grass and heavy cover, you want to be using braid. No need to play around with fluorocarbon, because fish will bite it. They don't see the line. They're in that grass. They're not seeing the line. All they see is your bait. I promise you that. You get just as many bites on the braid as you will anything else. But I use the 50-pound Daiwa Samurai or J-braid, and Samurai 55 pounds, same reel, 8-1 retrieved. And then this rod is the skipping jig rod. This rod is made for skipping a jig under docks, basically, but I use it for skipping anything. I skip this Cinco and those soft plastic jerk baits a lot. It's a heavy action rod. It's just a great setup for that. So I ended up catching probably over half to 3/4 of my fish first day and today on this rod and that bait. That's why I ran out of them. I only had 4 packs, and I went through all 4 packs of them. And so that was kind of my 1-2 punch. I was throwing a buzzing, kind of like a buzzing shad type pokey tail swim bait a little bit, kind of stirring them up, and I'd run it through there, and I'd catch a few on that, but a lot of times they would roll up behind it or slap at it, and then I'd lay it down, grab this D Shad, throw it back over there and whack, and I'd catch them. They'd always hit that as a follow-up bait. So I'd use the topwater Livingston walking balls and that buzzing, you know, almost like a buzzing toad or buzzing shad, to just kind of get the fish to react and show me where they are to locate them. And then that was my follow-up 1-2 punch with that bait. So remember, you come to Florida to Harris Chain Lakes. I didn't find a lot because we had 25-30 mile-an-hour winds in both practice days. So really my practice was in the tournament. So I did decent for not having a very good practice. But hopefully if you come here, just remember, target those deeper grass lines, have deeper water close to them, and look for bait fish and shad. Look for the birds standing along the shoreline. They give away in the trees, and the heron birds. They're always chasing bait. That's a good way to know where the bait fish are. So that's the 2 things I did, and it's kind of how I ended up in the tournament. Just a little bit short, but caught a lot of fish. Caught 25 pounds a day. Ended up with right at 40 pounds for 2 days, which was 5 ounces short. But I love it down here in Florida, and I hope you guys have a good luck. You come down here to this Harris Chain. There's a lot of great lakes here. That's the deal. Good luck to you guys. Appreciate you following us. Hope this helps you when you come to Florida fishing. And if you do, send me some info, some pictures on Instagram, Facebook. Let me know how you do. See you guys next time on the water. God bless. 21st, caught about 25 pounds today. Had a great day of fishing and still come up short. So it's the agony of defeat. We'll get them next time. See y'all.